Okay, so last session we have done array list. Okay, the same as we can use linked list, vector, stack. We can use same thing. So now, I'm going to create the other example of like linked list and other. It is very same thing. I'm going to create a new project. Other example, new class. Class name is demo and finish. Now I'm going to use linked list. It is same as the array list. First of all, import java.util package because all interfaces and classes belong to java.util package of collection. After that, here we can create object of linked list. Same as array list, we can add the element because here I have declared integer, so we can make it generic to the integer, so we can add only integer values. So as per your needs, you can use any number of element. Okay, simple. You can print the value of all element. Okay. If you want to use any other method, so we have multiple methods. So we can use index value and print the all values like and specify the index values. So the index value we can access each and every element separately. Here, all element we access at a time. All element we can access it. But here, if you are using index value, so we can access each element separately. Same as we can use another method to access that values, like for integer values. So we can declare the int x and we can print. We can use for each loop also here. Okay, same as separately collection provides iterator to access the all element. We can use iterator as the interface and ll dot iterator. This is the iterator function. It will return the all element of linked list. Okay, and after that we can uh, it dot as next, and with the help of next method, it will return next method will return the element values, and now we can print it. Okay. Here iterator is also interface, and iterator is a function. It will return the all element of linked list. It will save it it. Here we will check it. If it will return true, then through the next value return the element, and we can print that values. Okay. So there's a linked list, and you can see here it's same as array list. So you can say what are the difference between array list and linked list? So actually this is a linked list. So internally it uses doubly linked list. I think you know the data structure. In data structure there is a doubly linked list. There is only difference. We use only difference. So here in the background, in linked list, doubly linked list concept is executing the background. But in array list, actually array is working in the background. Okay, so if you want to insert the values or access the values from the array list, so it is very easy. If you want to create a list and access that value of the list, so array list is better than linked list. But if you want to manipulate it, like suppose you want to add any element, if you want to modify any element, if you want to delete any element, so linked list is better than array list, because linked list is work on the basis of reference. So in array list, we have need bit shifting, but in linked list, it's only transfer the uh, reference, and we have not need a bit shifting. Okay, so manipulation is better. We can perform in linked list. And, if you want to insert the value, if you want to access the value, so array is better than linked list. But you can use any array list or linked list as you like. Okay. Same as suppose you want to use vector. Vector is another implemented class of a list. So here only we can change the name of class like vector, and you can see here it's it will work as same as array list and linked list. No problem. We have not need to change anything. Only change the name of class, and it will work same as. So again, you can say what are the difference between others. So actually, vector is a legacy class. Okay, and array list is a latest class. So currently we are using array list. Okay, second thing, array list is a non-synchronized, and vector is a synchronized. So vector is slower than array list. Okay, so array list, you can say array list is faster than vector. So currently we are using array list at the place of vector because array list is a non-synchronized and vector is a synchronized. So vector is slower than array list, and the other word you can say array list is faster than vector. But vector is a thread safe. Synchronized means multiple thread cannot access a vector object at a time, but array list object multiple thread can access array list at a time. Okay, so there's a difference between. So you can say vector is a thread safe, but array list is not thread safe. But currently we are using array list at the place of vector because array list is faster than any other class. Okay, same as we can use stack. Okay, stack is also same as, but I think you know that stack is another data structure that support last in, first out. Ready for concept. So we can use because this is a collection class, so we can use same as array list, linked list, and vector. But we can also create. Also, we can use push and pop method also. Like suppose here, can see this because this is data structure. So in data structure, stack is a work on leaf concept, last in, first out. So here we can also use push method at the place of because this is stack. We can use push method, and if we want to delete this method, so for this purpose we use pop. So here deleted element so dot pop. It will delete the element, last element of link. This means it will delete this element because it work on leaf 4, last in, first out. First of all, it will delete this element. After that, this element will delete. After that, this. So you can see this. First time will delete 108 because this is the last element. Okay. Again, suppose we want to delete another element. So it will delete this element 105. Okay. Say one by one, we can delete each and every element. Okay. These are the classes of implemented class of list structure. Okay, list interface. In list interface, we can add duplicate value. We can add null value. This is the order list. We have another interface named is set, and set works on only unique values. Okay, and set is an unordered list. Set only contain unique values, and we can save only a single null value. We cannot save duplicate values. And the implemented class of set is a has set, preset, and linked has set. Okay. So now we are going to create the example of set. Here, the import same as array list or list util package, import util package because all classes and interfaces belong to util package of collection. Here, the implemented class of set is a hash set, and we want to save integer values. Okay, hash set is equal to new new hash set integer. Okay, and we want to add the element. So you add a method, and store the values. And same as we can add. Okay, and now you want to store save. You want to print the element of hash set. Okay, you can say this. It only 1009 and 1010. Okay, so actually it works only on unique values. It cannot support duplicate values. Okay. Second thing, if you want to access these values to the index hs dot size, okay, and we want to print the element of hash set. So for this purpose, we use hs dot get. So you can say here there is a no get method because this is unordered list and it supports only unique values. If you want to use this method, so it is not possible in hash set or any implemented class of set because it not work on index values because this is not a ordered list. This is an unordered list. Okay, so we cannot use it. Okay, at the place of this, we can use for each method means we use because they are all are integer values, so integer x, hs, we can use it. And because here we have not need of the index values. Okay, here we can specify the x and you can see this. Okay, and we can also use iterator, but we cannot use index values. For this purpose, we use the iterator. It is equal to hs dust iterator and it dot as next. And here it dot next. We can use this method, but we cannot use index value because this is an unordered list. Okay, same as we can use tree set. So if you want to arrange this value in ascending order or natural order, so we use tree set, and you can see this. So here you can see this is the output of hash set. Okay, now I'm going to use tree set. You can see this. It shows the order list in ascending order or natural order. You can say natural order. Okay, so hash set give you guarantee it will arrange your record in natural order or ascending order. There is a difference between hash set and tree set. In tree set, give you guaranteed it will arrange the record in ascending order or natural order. Okay, it cannot save null values. It cannot save duplicate values. So all classes of set does not save duplicate value. Okay, so it support only unique values. So tree set is also implemented class of set. So it cannot save duplicate value. It cannot save any null values, and it arrange the record in ascending order or natural order. Okay, again suppose here the next class is as this is it linked has set. Linked, linked has set. Okay, and here we want to store anything like suppose here. Okay, now you can see this. It support input order. You can see this same order. Which order you use here 19462. Same order. It is using a 19462. Okay, so it support natural order. Okay, link has set. Now the another. So these are the implemented class of set, reset, hash set, reset, and linked hash set. Three classes are implemented class of set. Okay. Now the next method is next interface is map, and the implemented class is hash map, tree map, and linked hash map. Okay. So hash map, you can say a map is a combination of set and list, because here we use two values. Okay, first is called key and second is called value. Okay, and combination of key and value is called entry, and entry is also a inner interface of maps. And so it suppose it provides the method, we can use that and we can access the values. So here in map we can save two values, key and values, and the combination of key and value is called entry. Entry is a inner interface of map interface. Okay, and entry interface provides us method get key and get value. Okay, so through the get key return the value of key, and get value return the value of value part. Okay, so at in the map we use uh, entry, and entry is a combination of key and value, means we into two values. So here we use, you want to insert any value in the map, so we use put method at the place of add method. Okay, so now I'm going to create the example of map demo. Here code java package, and here hash map, and here declare, suppose here integer like string hash map is equal to new hash map integer string. Okay, hash map dot, if you want to add any element, so we use put at the place of add. Here we can use add key value only contain the unique values. Okay, so here same as set interface, we can save only unique value like here 0 0 7, and the values, copy this here. Let's specify your name. Okay, and suppose we want to access the value this element. For this purpose we have two methods, we can access this value. So for this purpose we can iterator iterator, and here the value of t is the integer, so we can use here integer it is equal to hm dot key set, it will return only the key values dot iterator. Okay, because there is two values, key and values, so here we are using key set, so it will return only the value of key, and key values are integer type, so here I have declared integer. After that here you can use while and it dot as next, and here the key is a integer type, so here we can use key and it dot next, it will return the key values, only key values, so we can print here We have to access these values, value point. So key print the only key values. Suppose we want to access the values for this purpose, we use hm dot get, and here we specify the key. To the key, we can access the values. Okay, and key value arranged in ascending order: 101, 102, 103, 104, 105. Okay, we have another method also to get the values. So for this purpose, we use for each loop, and here we have a interface map, and uh, the inner interface is the entry, and here we can suppose here I declare x, and hm is the object of hash map dot entry set. It will return the all values of hash map. Sorry, yes, hash map. And after that, we can print it like we can use this. And here you can see this. Okay, there is no key. So if you want to access the key value of key, so for this purpose, we have get key function, and here we have another get value. Okay, now okay, there are two methods. You can use any method, and you can access the values of map. Okay, so here we can say hash map is a combination of set and list. Key value for what कहते हैं set, and value part is what कहते हैं list. Okay, so here we can set two values, and we have two methods to access it. Iterator, in iterator we use key set, and there are other method. You can use map dot entry x and hm dot entry set, and we can access the value to the get value of key. Okay, so these are the examples of collection classes. Okay, any doubt, any queries? Hello, no, Suraj.
No problem, sir.
No, okay. So the next topic is JDBC. It is a Java database connectivity. So as name, Java database connectivity means if you want to connect Java program with database, so we do JDBC. Okay. So actually, what is database? So if you want to store any data permanently in our system, so we have two methods. We can use file system and database. Okay, so that is the database, and this is a very important part of your software, your project, your application, because through this method we can save the values directly in the database. Okay, so with permanently. Okay, so but you know that Java database is not part of a Java. Okay, so how to access the data mini database? Okay, so for this purpose, if you want to access, first load the driver, load or register the driver. Okay, if you want to connect with database, any database, you can use MySQL, you can use Oracle, you can use Ingress, you can use PostgreSQL, you can use SQL Server, you can use any database. Okay, so first of all, load the driver, load the driver and register the driver. Well, we have multiple drivers, so we can load driver and one driver register for the operation. What you can say, what is the driver? So actually, driver is not just like as a screwdriver. Actually, this is a class. With the help of this class, we can connect with database. Okay. So the driver is a class, and through this class, we can connect with database, and we can perform the all operation on database. Second thing, get the connection with database. Okay. After loading the driver, we will connect with the database. Okay. After that, execute SQL queries. Okay, you can execute any SQL queries. And fourth is a data processing. Suppose you want to fetch the record from the database. So after that, you can perform any operation on that values of that database. Okay, after that, we can terminate the connection. Terminate the connection with the database. These are the 5 steps if you want to perform any operation on database. Okay, so first of all, we will learn these 5 steps. The first, load the driver. Actually, Java provides us 4 drivers, types 4 drivers. Type one driver, name is JDBC, DBC, bridge. Okay. Second is a native driver, network driver, type 4 thin driver. Okay. So we have Java providers 4 driver, JDBC, ODBC based driver, native driver, network protocol driver, and thin driver. Okay. So what is type 1 driver? Name is JDBC, ODBC driver. Actually, Java want to access the database. it directly insert the record in the database, fetch the record from the database. It performs the different operation on database. The Java have not, for this purpose, Java developed a tool API name is JDBC API for the all operation with database. Okay, but Java have not database. Oracle have database. Okay, and Java have not permission access permission of Oracle database. Okay, so we cannot access database through the JDBC because Java have not access permission of Oracle database. Okay, but Microsoft have access permission of Oracle database. So Java contact with Microsoft and Microsoft agreed to give the permission, access permission to Java. So Java and Microsoft work together and created drivers. Name is JDBC ODBC driver because actually for accessing the database, Microsoft have a tool name is ODBC, Open Database Connectivity. So Microsoft access Oracle database to the ODBC. So to the ODBC, we can create table, we can create database, and database we can create table. Suppose we have a table name is student and we want to access it. Okay, so in Java we can uh, we want to execute this query, select star from student, and this table is exist in Oracle database, and Oracle database only Microsoft access that database through the ODBC. Okay, so we can execute this query through the JDBC. So we can execute it and JDBC connect with ODBC and ODBC execute that query on the database and access the all values of a student and transfer to JDBC and JDBC using commands and show the all record on the console. Okay, so JDBC, Java, and Microsoft work together and created a driver name is JDBC or DBC driver, and that is the working terminology of your drivers. JDBC or DBC driver. So here, if you want to execute any query, so that will reach at JDBC. JDBC connect to ODBC. ODBC execute that queries and result return the return values to JDBC and it will display that result on the console. Okay, but here this is a very tough concept. So they work together and create another driver name is native driver. So what is the working of native drivers? So in native driver, like suppose this is your uh, database. Sorry, this is your laptop and this is server. And he and this system has Java and in native driver we can also use database here. In same system we can store both things. Java and database. And through the Java, we can access the database to the native driver. But there is one condition. If you want to access, if you want to store a database in same system, they have their Java and database both are installed in same system. So must be installed native libraries. Okay, if you want to access database to the Java, So must be installed native library in your laptop in your system. Okay, after that you can access the database directly. But native library, this driver, native driver developed with the help of Microsoft. And Microsoft works on CNC++. And CNC and CNC++ is a machine dependent, and Java is a machine independent. That is the problem with this driver, because if you want to use this driver, so must be installed native libraries in your system. After that, you can access database directly to the Java. Okay, so that is the problem with CNC++, because native libraries are developed in CNC++, and CNC++ are machine dependent language. So then again they work together and create a new driver, name is network protocol driver. In network protocol driver, we install the database on the server. Okay, and if you want to access this, so you can, so you have not a need of native library, because database is installed on server. Okay, if you want to access database, you can connect with server and you can access it in network protocol driver. Okay, but if you want to access because your database has installed on server, so you have need a middleware. With the help of this middleware, we can access the database. Okay, so at the end of this, Oracle agreed to give the access permission to Java. Okay, so Java developed a driver that is called pure Java driver. It does not develop with the help of Microsoft or any other company. Okay, so Java developed its own driver that's called pure Java driver. Name is thin driver, and we can use it as you like. You can install your database in your system. You can install your database on server as you like. You can install anywhere and you can access the database. Okay, so thin is a pure Java driver, and as you like, you can use it. So Java provide us four driver. This called type 4 driver. Type 1 driver is JDBC or DBC driver, bridge driver that developed with the help of Microsoft. Native driver uh, is also developed with Microsoft, and if you want to use, must be installed native libraries in your system. And network protocol driver also developed with the help of Microsoft. And uh, if you want to use this driver, you have need a middleware. And thin driver is a pure Java driver. Okay, so currently we are using thin driver. Okay, and if we want to use this driver, we use a class. Name of this class is class. Okay, so this is a class name. This is the name of class. So here we use C in capital, and this class have a method name is, okay, and it is a static method. So here we declare the driver class name, and it will load on the memory at the time of class loading, because get form is a static method. Okay, if you want to register this method for this purpose, and second is a maintain the connection with database. Okay, so if you want to load the driver, so for this purpose, we use class for name, sorry, class for, and second, okay, and suppose uh, you want to load any driver, so there is a classes of driver. So if you are using Oracle, so there is a different class. If you are going to use MySQL, so MySQL has different class. So each database has its own driver class. So you can load that class and you can access that database. So for name, and here you can suppose uh, you want to use Oracle. I'm using Oracle actually. I have more practice on Oracle, so I'm using Oracle. So for Oracle dot JDBC dot driver dot Oracle. So this is Oracle driver class. Okay, so we can use this, declare this class name, and we can load this driver. After that, there is a second, maintain the connection with database. For this purpose, JDBC provides us another class named is a driver manager. Driver manager. Okay. And driver manager have a static method name is a get connection. Okay. And get connection have three parameters. URL, comma, username, comma, password. Okay. And this get connection is static method. It returns the object of connection interface. Connection, and you can specify the a reference variable of connection. Okay, so maintain the connection with database and connection. Uh, get connection is a method of driver manager. Is a static method. And it returns the object of connection interface. So connection is the interface, and driver manager is a class, and class is also a class. Okay, and URL. What is URL? So URL is a combination of protocol plus subprotocol plus driver name plus IP address of database system, okay, plus port number plus database name. Okay, actually URL is a combination of protocol plus subprotocol plus driver name plus IP address of system that have installed database, port number of database, and database name. Okay, your database name. So that is a URL. Username is your MySQL or Oracle database username and password. Okay, so if you are using Oracle, so this is the URL like your JDBC Oracle. So JDBC is a protocol, Oracle is a sub protocol, Thin is a driver, and it will return the IP address of your system, and this is a port number of Oracle, and exe is a default database. Okay, after that, here, so this is second. If you want to maintain the connection with database, if you want to create the connection with the database, we use driver manager dot get connection is the method of driver manager. It will return the object of connection interface. Okay, after this, third third step is a execute SQL queries. Okay, so here for SQL queries, we have multiple interface like statement, prepared statement, and callable statement. Okay, statement and prepared statement both are used to execute queries of SQL, but callable statement is used to execute procedure or function of PLSQL. Okay, and statement is a actually prepared statement is a all our interfaces, but prepared statement is a child implemented interface of statement. So prepared statement provides us the more facility compared to statement. Second thing, this is a pre-compiled, so it is faster than statement. That's the difference between statement and prepared statement. But if you want to execute any SQL queries, you can use statement or prepared statement interface. Okay. After that, the fourth is the data processing. So suppose you want to fetch the record from the database. So for this purpose, we have multiple. We have a interface name is result set. These are also interface. It work like as a buffer where we can store the all records of database. Okay, and after that we can terminate the connection. For this purpose, we have a close method, and we can suppose we have a connection dot this is the object of connection dot close, and you can terminate the connection with database. So these are the 5 steps of the through this steps we can connect with the database and we can perform any operation on database. Here you can see this there is a load or restore the driver. After that, maintain the connection with the database, SQL queries, data processing, terminate the connection. Okay, so I'm going to share this